Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's game. This is the match between Oneil, the Dutch player, versus Christopher, the Portuguese player, valid for the quarterfinals here at the Embaixadores R10, here at the EMBAX R10 Cup. Oneil is a hired player by Celtic from Scotland, and also a teammate of Indominator, who's also played EMBAX R10 Europe. He's been in several different stages of the World Pro Evolution Soccer League, both in the individual mode as well as the 3 versus 3 mode. They were one of the highlight teams of eFootball Pro, taking second place in the competition. Christopher, though, is a player that represents Boa Vista from Portugal. Teammate of player Tiomit, who also competed in EMBAX R10 Europe. Not only was he a participant in several stages of the World Pro Evolution Soccer League, he was a world champion in 2010. Boa Vista was one of the highlights of eFootball Pro, falling in the semi-finals of the competition. Whoever walks away victorious from this match will play against Ousmane Kabil, the French player, on the semi-final. Ousmane Kabil, who has defeated the Spaniard Miguel Mestre in the quarterfinals. Now, here in the booth we have the official starting 11 for both teams. Oneil will be playing with Belgium and Christopher playing with France. The starting 11 for Belgium: Courtois, Company, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Den Docker, Dembélé, Carrasco, De Bruyne, Hazard, Mertens and Lukaku. The starting 11 for France: Areola, Varane, Umtiti, Rami, Hernandez, Kanté, Pogba, Matuidi, Dembélé, Mbappé and Griezmann. And now we begin the game between France and Belgium. The first touch has been done. Here comes Kanté, France, going into the offensive field with Kanté. Matuidi in the middle. Matuidi gaining ground, passing it to Griezmann. Griezmann to Mbappé. A good first try by France. And now Belgium coming in with Carrasco on the defensive field. Passing it to Lukaku. Lukaku to Vertonghen. Carrasco. Dembélé down the middle, looking for someone to work with. De Bruyne with a through pass. He shoots! And it's out. A good defense by the keeper. Beautiful chance by Belgium to open up the scorecard early. Now Oneil with a corner kick chance with Mertens. He shoots, it deviates on the French player, now with Griezmann down the middle. Carrasco trying to put on the pressure. Griezmann finds Dembélé with a through pass in. Dembélé might find someone to work with in the middle. Pressure is hard from Belgium, now Matuidi down the middle here, passing it. Here comes Belgium to defuse the situation. Oneil showing prowess in their pressure game. Now Hazard with a through pass over to him. He shoots, it's a goal! Beautiful goal! Belgium 1-0, Oneil starting early.
It's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus. But this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
And now Christopher is going to have to work hard in order to bring back that 1-0. Now Dembélé, Carrasco down the middle. Oneil showing prowess in the defensive field. managing to disarm Christopher at any point. De Bruyne. Now France intercepting Pogba to Mbappe. Dembele down the middle, the through pass quite doesn't get it. Vertonghen now to Courtois. Vertonghen again, passing it to Carrasco. Working the defensive field, France coming in. Mbappe down the middle, looking for someone. Griezmann. Griezmann with a chip shot. Belgium manages to stop it, but Dembele still with the ball, still alive. Carrasco putting in the pressure. Dembele now with the ball. Bringing in down the middle, Griezmann passing it to Pogba. He shoots! And it's out. Beautiful chance by France. Christopher showing the work here, trying to equalize the game. Now, Oneil might be changing a little bit of his formations. Seems to be choosing a more offensive strategy for his players here. Oneil looking to score extra goals. Company. Alderweireld. Dendoka. De Bruyne. To Mertens into the offensive field with Belgium. De Bruyne again. A nice pass to Carrasco, but can he get it? France coming in to stop it. Dembele to Kanté now. Mbappe down the middle. Pogba. France still with the ball. Deviates off the Belgian player. Now Carrasco. Hazard down the middle. Might be a good chance. Still with the ball. France with the pressure. Lukaku coming in. Carrasco ends up with the ball. Belgium still in a powerful position. France coming in to stop it. Kanté now with Dembele bringing it out of the defensive field of Pogba. Might be a good chance for a counter-attack with Mbappe down the front. Belgium getting there first. Passing it back to Courtois. Dendoka. And Vertonghen stopping the attack. Carrasco into the defensive field, passing it to Lukaku. Hazard, number 10. Hazard to Carrasco, still with Lukaku next to him. Hazard again. And there's the challenge by the French players, managing to stop the play. Here comes Matuidi, passing it to Griezmann. Griezmann looking for someone to work with. Dembele putting in the pressure. Griezmann to Dembele. Pogba. Matuidi down the middle. He shoots! It's a goal! Beautiful goal by France. The equalizer that Christopher had been looking for. And they're taking no time at all. Here comes Oneil back again on the field. Not even waiting for the replay. Vertonghen. Alderweireld. Company. Working the defensive field. Vertonghen. Carrasco. A bad pass on the side gives a side throw for France. Rami. And that was a foul. A little bit too rough play there by Belgium.
And needs to be very careful now. He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And now France with a free kick. Passing it to Varane. Kanté. Dembele. Varane again, still in the defensive field, looking for someone to go in. Dembele again. Varane. Rami. Umtiti. Hernandez still working the defensive field. Can't quite see a breach into the Belgian defense. Now Matuidi coming in through the defense. Mbappe. Belgium stopping them. France still with the ball. Challenged by the Belgian. Here comes Mertens. France still with the pressure. And that will be the end of first half. A beautiful first half, quite balanced, I believe. And we'll see what happens in the second half of game number 1 between Oneil and Christopher. A Liga Sul, Ronaldinho's official esports league.
Follow me into the jungle.
And now here we are for the start of the second half between Christopher and Oneil. Now, Christopher here with France, Oneil with Belgium. Mertens, Belgium coming into the offensive field, starting early. De Bruyne has a chance, he passes, tries to go for the header, but Kanté stops it. Mbappe. Griezmann down the middle. France in the offensive field, through pass to Mbappe. Mbappe might find someone to work with in the middle. Belgium manages to stop it. Hazard. Hazard passing it. France intercepts. Titi. Looking for someone to work with. Matuidi. Griezmann. Now, Belgium stopping the offense. Lukaku down the middle. Looking for someone to work. Hazard. Passing it to Carrasco. Carrasco proceeding down the offensive field. Finds Lukaku. France stops it. Rami. Titi. Dangerous position with Lukaku there for Belgium. Pogba. Belgium manages to stop it. A mistake by Christopher. Here comes Oneil with Lukaku. Now France desperately trying to take Belgium away from their offensive position. Rami to Varane. Hernandez. Pogba. Kanté. Matuidi. Looking for a position in the offensive field. Rami. Kanté. Hernandez. Striding down into the offensive field has Mbappe down the middle. Matuidi back to Mbappe and Pogba now here on the side. Through pass to Mbappe down the center. Belgium with the pressure. Mbappe tried to get through. He managed to get through the first, but Belgium kicks it out through the back line. It is a corner kick for France. Now France, Kanté. On the back side, here comes Dembele. To Matuidi. Griezmann down the middle, a good chance. France loses the ball at the last second. Belgium, now with Mertens, might be their counter-attack position here with Hazard. Lukaku down the front. Varane manages to take it away with a header. Here comes Kanté. Still in the defensive field. Now Griezmann, Pogba. Pogba looking for someone. Tries to pass, but Belgium intercepts. Mertens coming down the field. Hazard. Hazard back to Mertens. Tries to let it through, but Hernandez is there to intercept. Dembele. Matuidi. Now Griezmann here, good chance with Mbappe, back and forth with him. Mbappe tries to shoot. Kompany comes sliding in and causes a penalty. It is a penalty for Christopher. He might be able to turn the tide here, 2-1. Now let's see what happens here. Oneil switching his players about, putting Batshuayi in place of Lukaku. Taking Carrasco out and putting in Tielemans. And now we go back to the penalty kick. A good chance for Christopher.
This to complete the turnaround.
This might be the turnaround that Christopher was waiting for. He shoots! Off the post! What? Off the post. Belgium stays in the front. Oneil still able to continue this game without being at a disadvantage. Now Rami to Umtiti with Hernandez. Back to Umtiti, working the defensive field. Christopher. Rami. Mbappe. Kante down the middle. Good pass to Giroud down the front. Here's Griezmann. Back to Giroud. Mbappe. Looking for someone. Giroud. Belgium stops it. Vertonghen. Dembélé. Fellaini. Mertens. Into the offensive field with Belgium. Fellaini. Mertens.
He's got away. That's a terrific surge down the right.
A good run down the field, stopped by Umtiti.
Look, this
Hernandez.
still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Varane. Kante. Rami. Rami looking for someone. Mbappe. Kante. Rami. Back to Mbappe. This game is very, very balanced. I would not be surprised if the second game was the same way. We might be looking at a third game. A 5 in-game minutes. De Bruyne. Mertens. Ooh, that was a bad challenge. Now Varane. Pogba. Griezmann. Now Courtois lunging in to grab that ball off the air. Kicks it down. Mertens to Fellaini. Fellaini to Mertens. Good through pass. Mertens might be able to work with this. Looking for someone down the front. Hernandez comes in, taking the ball. France disarms it. And that will be the end of the first game between Christopher and Oneil. Let us see what the second game has to show us tonight.
Alô galera, fiquem ligados, Copa Embaixadores R10 da Europa, fiquem ligados aí. Ligação, essa é a minha liga.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game between Oneil and Christopher. Here for the quarterfinals of the EMBAX R10 Cup for a Liga Sul. Now, in the first game we had a tie, 1-1 between Oneil and Christopher, playing as France and Belgium. Now Oneil is playing France and Christopher is playing Paris Saint-Germain. Only time will tell, however, if this game is going to be as competitive as the previous one, ending in a 1-1 result between the two. France comes in with Mandanda, Areola, Varane, Mendy, Hernandez, Pavard, Sidibe, Matuidi, Tolisso, Thauvin, Fekir and Griezmann, while Paris Saint-Germain comes in with Areola, Mbesso, Moina, Diaby, Choupo-Moting, Sibois, Jean-Bernat, Paredes, Nkunku, Draxler, Kuzawa, and Thiago Silva. Reminding you again that the winner of this match will play against the French player Ousmane Kabir, who, at this point of the competition, is the only player that hasn't been defeated even once. Alright, and I think it's time for us to start the second game. Now, France with the ball. Dembélé, Dunzonzi, Tries to pass, but is stopped by the PSG player, resulting in a side throw. Kanté to Rami. Switching the game around to Kimpembe. To Pogba. Mbappe. Di Maria taking it out with PSG. Good through pass over to Mbappe. Looking for someone to work with. Might be able to get a cross off. Tries for it, but Kimpembe stops the ball. Nzonzi, France, might be able to get a counter-attack now. Good pass to Lemar. PSG coming in with the pressure. Dani Alves manages to stop the offense. Rabiot to Marquinhos. Kimpembe. Lob pass to Neymar. Dembele coming in with the pressure. Trying to get through. Kehrer. Verratti. Verratti lob pass to Neymar, who manages to get there with a header. There's PSG again. Cavani down the middle. Good pass from Neymar. Now Neymar again. Verratti trying to get that cross off, but pressure by Nzonzi. Nzonzi manages to take the ball away. France with a beautiful pressure right now. Oneil showing his pressure prowess, so to speak. Dembele coming down the offensive field. Cross to Giroud, a header! And it's in. Beautiful goal. Oneil opening up the scoreboard early here with a header. Christopher is going to have to rush because as of now, it is 1-0. Oneil. Rabiot. Working his way into the offensive field. Neymar to Verratti. To Cavani down the middle. Kanté. Lemar. To Giroud. Dembele. Finds Giroud in the front with a through pass. PSG manages to disarm the situation. Now, Dani Alves. PSG starting in the defensive field. Marquinhos. Verratti. Over to Cavani. Cavani to Mbappe. He finds Cavani, but France manages to get the header off and stop the defensive. Passing it to Lemar. Giroud in the offensive field with Kanté now. Pogba. Kanté down the middle. Kimpembe. PSG stopping the offense. Rabiot. Neymar into the offensive field, looking for someone to work with. Good pass to Mbappe. Umtiti's on it. Mbappe gets through. He might be able to get a shot off. It's a goal! Beautiful goal by PSG to settle the score 1-1. Beautiful play by Christopher. And so far, this first half has gotten to the point where the two previous halves in the first game got to. 1-1, Christopher and Oneil. Now, Marquinhos. PSG coming from the defensive field. Looking for someone to work with. Rabiot in the middle. Good pass to Neymar. First shot to Neymar. Cavani. Now Mbappe by himself from Titi manages to stop him. Nzonzi. Pass to Mbappe. Neymar manages to stop it. Here comes PSG down the middle with Cavani. France manages to disarm. Lemar. Pass to Mbappe. Now to Dembele. Good position. This might be a dangerous one. France coming down the field with Dembele. Kimpembe manages to stop it. Beautiful pressure by PSG. Christopher showing his prowess on defense as well. Dani Alves to Di Maria. Mbappe. Di Maria again. Dani Alves. Di Maria. Good play. Mbappe. Di Maria coming through. Might be able to get a shot off. Looking for a cross. He crosses to Alves. Here comes Lloris to stop it. Good play by the goalkeeper. PSG manages to intercept with a header. Here comes Verratti down the middle. Pass to Cavani. Cavani's in the greater area. Looking for someone. Heel pass. Neymar with the ball. Kanté manages to stop it. France, this might be their counter-attack. Dembele down the middle. Lemar. Lemar looking for someone to work with. A good pass to Dembele. He shoots! Nice defense by the PSG goalkeeper. Now Pogba. Oneil is changing the kicker, going for Lemar. He shoots. Di Maria stops it. Header out. Dembele rushing for the ball. Mbappe gets their first pass to Cavani down the center. Now Mbappe looking for someone to work with. Trying to go for the counter-attack, but France's pressure manages to stop it. Rabiot to Di Maria. Now to Dani Alves. A good pass to Rabiot! France manages to clear it with a header. And that will be the end of the first half. A good game. Very, very competitive. More competitive than the first game. First half, 1-1, PSG, France. Now let's see what this game becomes going into the second half. And here we are for the beginning of the second half of Game 2 between Oneil and Christopher. Starting with PSG. Mbappe to Kimpembe. Marquinhos. Dani Alves. PSG working the defensive field. Lemar manages to almost stop that. Kimpembe with the ball. Verratti. Kehrer. Neymar. Good pass to Cavani. Might be able to get a cross off. Back to Neymar. Rabiot. Verratti. Dembele manages to stop at France, getting their own counter-attack in now. Lemar, good pass to Giroud. Marquinhos with the pressure. Buffon passing it to Kehrer. Kehrer to Dani Alves. Dani Alves looking for someone. Di Maria. Rabiot down the middle. A good pass to Neymar. Neymar to Verratti. To Kehrer. Kimpembe. Dani Alves. Di Maria. Tries to go for Mbappe. Kimpembe on top of it. Lemar to Giroud. Giroud with the ball now into the offensive field. France coming in. Kanté. A good challenge by Verratti, and that is a foul. Pogba with a quick... Now to Dembele. He shoots. Still, the goalkeeper manages to stop it. Cavani to Di Maria. Di Maria with the ball now. PSG onto the offensive field, looking for someone to work with. Dani Alves. France manages to stop. Dani Alves taking the ball back again. PSG still on it. Giroud. Body block. Kimpembe. Buffon on the ball. 62 in-game minutes have gone by. Buffon. Kimpembe. Kehrer. PSG working the defensive field. Neymar. Neymar looking for a way through. Through pass with Cavani. Back to Neymar. Might be a lob pass. Yes, there it is with Cavani. Pass to Neymar. Rabiot. Verratti. Dembele manages to stop it. Rabiot back with the ball. Here comes Giroud. Marquinhos gets the best of it. Kehrer turns it around with Dani Alves. Alves to Mbappe. Rami comes in, but now Verratti comes in. Here comes Cavani. France manages to stop it. Here's Umtiti. Dani Alves to Rabiot. To Di Maria. Mbappe. Back to Di Maria. Tries to find a way through. Passing it back to Kimpembe. Kera. France's defense. Solid so far. No nicks, no knacks that PSG can exploit. Mbappe. Dani Alves. Verratti. Kera. Cavani. Finds Neymar on the side. Kera again. Kimpembe. Dani Alves. Finds Verratti down the middle to Mbappe. This might be it. Cavani trying to move. Verratti finds Neymar on the left side. Neymar trying to work. Passing it back to Kera. To Neymar. Turning it around with Dani Alves. Mbappe. Di Maria now. Good pass to Mbappe. Coming through. France with its defense. Lemar taking it out. Pogba now with Mbappe. This might be the counter-attack that Oneil was looking for. Mbappe to Giroud. Giroud turns it around with Dembele. He's kind of free here. He might be able to shoot. Pogba comes in. What a defense by the goalkeeper. So close. Now a corner kick for France. Oneil making a few changes. "30 seconds left on the pause. Pogba, Kante and Lemar leaving for Matuidi, Sidibe and Thova. And that seems to be the last few alterations made by Oneil. The corner kick to be done by Thovan. Buffon comes in. Thovan still with the ball. France still dangerous. Kimpembe passes it to Sidibe. Good pass, but PSG manages to intercept it. Draxler with the ball. Marquinhos. Dani Alves. Kera on the other side of the field. Draxler to Paredes. Paredes proceeding down the field into the offensive side. Dani Alves. And that will be the end of the second half of Game 2. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed on to the third and final game between Oneil and Christopher. Let's see what Game 3 has in stock for all of us.
Alô galera, fique ligado, Copa Embaixadores R10 da Europa, fique ligado aí. Essa é a minha liga.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and final game of this matchup between Oneil and Christopher. Now, games 1 and 2 both ended with a 1-all tie, as you saw just now. This means that the third game, which will take 5 in-game minutes from start to finish, will be the deciding factor of this matchup. the tiebreaker, so to speak. Now, reminding you all that the winner of this matchup will face Usmakabil in the semi-final. Oneil will be playing as Germany, while Christopher will be playing as France. With the scoop here in our booth, we have that France's starting 11 will be Mandanda, Areola, Rami, Hernandez, Pavard, Mendy, Pogba, Matuidi, Tolisso, Lemar, Dembélé, and Giroud, while Germany's starting 11 will be Ter Stegen, Trapp, Hector, Boateng, Kimmich, Plattenhardt, Rudi, Gundogan, Goretzka, Werner, Özil, and Gomez. Now, the first two games were fiercely competitive between the two players. Now, we can only assume that the third game, being the tiebreaker, will be just as aggressive, if not more aggressive. And now the two players making the final preparations before the game starts, making a few changes. Oneil on Germany, making sure that his advanced instructions are right to how he prefers it. Same for Christopher, who's already made most of his alterations. Oneil himself is a player known for making several alterations right before the game is about to start. He seems to go back and forth between his decisions for positioning of his players as well as the starting 11 that he's going to use. And that seems to be the end of all alterations, and we'll have the initial whistle here with France starting us out for the first half of the third game between Oneil and Christopher. Now here comes France. Nzonzi in the defensive field. Passing it to Thauvin. Nzonzi again, looking for someone to work with deeper in the field. Khedira putting in a little bit of pressure. Kimpembe. Back to Nzonzi. Griezmann. Thauvin might be able to cross if he can just find someone. A good pass, but intercepted by Germany. Oh, France is back with it. They're still alive. Sidibe. Kanté. Germany coming in with a good challenge. Ginter taking the ball away from Kanté. Moving into the offensive field now. Royce with the ball. A good chance here. Royce shoots. Nice defense by the goalkeeper. Miller still on the ball. France with the pressure. Passes it to Cruz. Cruz to Brandt. Brandt might be able to shoot. And he shoots again. It's a goal. Beautiful shot by Germany to get it right in. Draxler with a mid-air volley to take it out and start out this scoreboard early here in the third game. Oneil opening up the scoreboard early. This, ladies and gentlemen, is bound to be a very, very aggressive game from both competitors. Now Christopher with Nzonzi. Sidibe. Germany with the pressure. Thauvin. Sidibe again. Germany, heavy pressure here. Not letting France get through. Sidibe. To Varane. Nzonzi. Roy's in the pressure. Fekir. Fekir finds Griezmann in the middle. Here comes Zonzi, but Cruz intercepts and clears the ball over to Brandt. Header to Khedira. Khedira passing it to Brandt, who storms out of the defensive field into the offensive. Now Himmels to Cruz. Switching it over to Draxler. Already 1 goal to his name. Rudiger. Silla. Kümmel. Brandt. Kante putting in the pressure. Royce. Brandt again. Looking for someone to work with. Passing it to Khedira. Hummels. Cruz. France with the pressure. Mbappe manages to stop that offense. Now France in the offensive field. Mbappe looking for some space. He passes it to Fekir from behind. Germany. Rudiger with the pressure. Mbappe with the ball now. And that will be an offside. Slight offside, might I add, but still an offside. Rudiger kicks the ball and ends the first half. Germany 1-0. A good first half by Oneil so far. Christopher quite unable to establish his own strategy. Germany showing very, very tight defense. Those long-term and long-winded alterations that Oneil made seem to have paid off immensely. And now here he goes again, switching up his tactical lines. Going for a 4-2-2-2. Oneil once again taking its time with deciding how his team will be spread along the field. And this seems to be it. We're about to enter the second half of this third game, reminding you all that the winner of this matchup will face Uzmakabil in the semi-final. Uzmakabil, who is, at this point in the competition, the single player that has not been defeated yet. Now Germany, with Miller. An offside has been scored against Germany. Now France, Kimpembe. Kimpembe advancing into the offensive field. Kante passing it to Griezmann. Griezmann to Mbappe. Good position. Low pass. Germany coming in with a header to clear it. Rudiger. Now, Neuer had no problem grabbing that ball. Here comes Draxler. 1 goal to his name already. Royce. Brandt. Back to Royce. Tries to pass it to Miller, but fails. Varane. Back to Loris. Rami. Rami advancing through the defensive field to Nzonzi now. Thauvin, Mbappe. Mbappe has Fekir on the left side. Back to Griezmann. Back to Fekir. Good through pass. Tries to pass it in for a 1-2 finisher with Thauvin, but Neuer was a tad quicker than that. Now Germany with Brandt. Khedira into the offensive field now. Khedira to Draxler. Draxler to Royce. France manages to stop that offensive. Now Fekir with Kante. Kante into the offensive field, passing it to Thovan, but Khedira was there to intercept. Germany with their counter-attack, Miller on the ball. France tries to get it, advantage given to the French team by the referee. Rami now to Mbappe, back to Rami, Germany with the pressure. Mbappe tried to get to the ball, but he won't make it. Now going back into game plan and team management, both players seem to be relying a lot on trying to switch strategies to catch the other off guard. Seems that Oneil will be making a couple of substitutions before the end of the game, here in the second half. Same can be said for Christopher. Bringing in Pavard, taking in Sidibe, bringing in Dembele and taking out Thovan. Goretzka will be coming in for Cruz, and Özil will be coming in for Brandt. And now, that seems to be the end of the alterations made by both players. Now, Neuer with a goal kick. Clearing the ball out towards Miller in the offensive field. Draxler. Germany still with the ball. Goretzka. Kimmich. France with the pressure. Fekir coming in. Mbappe on the offensive field. Finds Dembele. Now, Lemar. Good lob pass to Mbappe. Germany manages to clear it out. Germany with Özil. Passing it to Draxler. Good game vision here. Draxler moving in. He has two German players on the field. Might be able to use them. Pulling back a tad. Switching the game over to Özil on the other side. A good lob pass to Royce. He's in good position. France coming in. Jostling for position. Lemar manages to clear it out. And that will be the end of the second half. Meaning that Oneil will advance to the semi-final to play the still undefeated Uzbekistan. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I am Rodrigo Borges, and thank you so much for watching this game. Liga Sul, Ronaldinho's official esports league. I'll see you next time. Good night.